Got it. Okay, cool. Well, we'll give a few minutes and let a bunch of people join in today, and hopefully everyone's having a great Friday and ready to rock and roll because I am changing things in my background, put a little bit of artwork, got some more artwork to put up, and I'm excited about that. So, yeah, let's just keep going with this and hopefully have an awesome day. So excited about this. Okay, let's go. Let's go, as the kids say these days. All the Fandangle kids. All right, cool.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
can you hear me?
I can. Yep.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Is there anybody in the waiting room?
No.
What the heck?
Hopefully
Okay, well, do
things.
you want to get rid of like hide your Fathom speaker
I don't know how to do that.
video?
Just remove them.
If you
Remove.
make me a host, if there we go. If you make me a host, then am I gonna have to watch the waiting room?
I don't need to make you a host. You can just
Oh,
jump in
to
and do
share my
whatever you.
screen?
Nope. You just
Oh,
have it turned
okay,
on and you can share your
perfect.
screen at any time that you like.
Okay. It
So
says my internet connection is unstable. I
aren't we
wonder,
all?
aren't we all? Aren't we all? Correct. We are. Okay. Going to get rid of all distractions. Are you streaming in the group?
Yeah, I'm streaming into all the places, I believe. Um, into Power Tools, into Smart Scripts, into Think Big, and onto Jason.
Awesome. So what are you working on over there?
Well, let me tell you a little thing. I've been working on the new hair salon and spa snapshot for loyalty and rewards, building out a whole marketing system to get more customers into the salon and spa space. So I'm excited about that. Excited to drop that in here and get that rolling. There's a couple little changes that still need to be done with things, but really excited about it.
Awesome. I'm just gonna look up one quick thing and then I will begin my presentation.
I just want to make sure, like, do we
Okay?
have the right you had the right link, right?
I clicked on the link that it was sent out in an email and I found you here. So
Well,
yeah,
then that's good. All right, cool. So I mean that sorry,
yeah.
I heard there's a lot of
Give it a
people
minute
saying
here.
oh, Steve Stein just said, is this happening? I never saw a link. So yeah, I'll send him a link. Because he was actually
Weird. I
asking
sent an
today
email
about
out.
yeah, he was actually asking about a exactly this, a salon spa one.
Perfect. Am I freezing again?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly look at this. I sent an email out, I think just so weird. Is this happening? I never saw a link. But he responded to the email that I sent out.
Yeah. Okay, here's Dawn. Haven't seen Dawn for a long time. Welcome, Dawn. How are you doing? Well, let his audio catch up. Doesn't hurt to give a few minutes to let people join, anyways. Cool. Yeah. So I'm really excited to get this salon and spa one done. Been going through and making a bunch of changes, making things look really, really nice for the salon space. So that's exciting. And I'm really excited to get this out for for you guys to be able to play with. And get out into the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep saying
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I am going to get started.
Steve there.
I'm not gonna watch the chat and I'm not gonna watch Facebook or anything. I'm just gonna go through what I've created
Okay.
here today. And if you can just watch, I don't know if you need to watch the weight room or messages or
I'll
anything
do my
like
best.
that. You can. Okay, so let me see here. If you wanted to look inside of our high level account, make sure that message email went out. You could even send a reminder if you wanted to. I don't know. I sent an email out earlier.
Okay, I'll have a
It's
look.
also just it's Friday and I know it's spring break for lots of people and whatever. So we can send this replay out as well. Thank
Okay,
you
cool.
for being here. Let's see here. Hopefully I don't freeze up.
Like emotionally.
Yeah.
Uh, um,
So Jason, can you see my
all is good.
slides?
Yeah. Why are you here? Why you are here? You will tell me.
Why you are here. Why you are here. Okay. Okay, everybody. We are on our sixth call of our 21-day challenge for March, which is all about scaling your sales. Whether you are an agency using high level and just looking to add more clients to your roster inside of your agency, or whether you own a business and you're using high level to grow it and save time, right? I think the biggest thing is that we use these systems ultimately to save time and or save your clients or businesses that you work with time, right? Um, so let's just talk about SaaS for a
Okay.
quick second, because everybody's talking about growing their SaaS business, right? If you are an agency. And so write in the chat. If you're on Facebook right now watching the replay or live, then comment along. Give me some energy. Give me some feedback. That's what we're here for. SaaS, software as a solution or as a service, right? Let me know which one relates to you more, software as a service or software as a solution. I feel like for us inside of our agency, I'm definitely speaking for Jason right now. He can tell me what he thinks. I always look at it as a solution versus just a service. If you're newer to our community, we created GHL Power Tools because we kind of saw something missing. Um, Inside of high level, it's amazing. When Jason brought this to me a few years ago, I was like, this seems fake. Like, it doesn't seem real that we can do all these different things inside of this system, but then also sell it, pay 297, 497 a month, and then turn around and sell it to hundreds of businesses for whatever we want. Like, that just seemed insane to me. And what I love is that, after about 10 years of working with so many different types of businesses, from brick and mortar, fitness, uh, service-based businesses, online coaches and consultants, the amount of software we had to piece together and try and get that all to work together, looking at reporting in different spots, using different email software, different social media planners, whatever. The amount of money that we spent just doing that and the amount of energy that we spent doing that, holy fucking shirt balls. I'm just gonna say, how amazing is it? Obviously, we're all here ultimately because we want to make more money, right? We want to make money while we sleep, right? That's like the dream that we all hear nonstop. But I want to just say, just take a second and think about why are you here? To me, you're in the right place right now listening to this if you're looking to help local service-based businesses save time and grow a successful business using software. Or if you own a local service-based business and you want to learn how you can use high level to grow your business and save time. I've got so much going on in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it. There's like kids on spring break and all of that fun stuff. So how many people are out there currently selling high level? And is this ultimately what a business wants? Let's just be really real here for a second. So if that's all we care about is to make money without actually understanding our customer and not really knowing what they want, I don't think we're going to get very far. Because let's be real for a quick second. Software is only sexy to us, right? We find it exciting. We love seeing all the updates that High Level is giving us. We love seeing all the different workflows and automations and systems and things that we can do with this. But to a business owner, this shit is not sexy, right? Money is, and saving time is, but ultimately, let's just really remember who we're talking to. This stat is really easy to believe. You can go and look online. Let's talk really quickly here about how strongly do you believe that every service-based local business should implement a strong referral program? Right?
Yeah,
People
absolutely.
are 90% more likely to trust and buy from a brand recommended by a friend. And so when Jason got into High Level and started building all of these additional tools that are all inside of GHL Smart Power Tools, this was one of the first things was he created the review system, but on the back end of that, it was a really strong referral system. And this is the part that made me so excited, because we all know that referrals are huge, right? We all know that Google reviews and a post on Facebook, or even just seeing a Facebook business page and in the top corner seeing that one of your friends likes that page, those are all types of referrals now. And so the first thing that we came out with, as you guys know, is, or maybe you do, or maybe you don't. Let us know in the comments. You might not know. That's why I wanted to kind of touch on this quickly, is like the first system Jason came out with was the review referral system. That was, I think, about 3 years ago now.
Yeah,
And
it was a while ago
hundreds
now.
of businesses, yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago, possibly. Hundreds of businesses and agencies are still using this one system to this day and seeing a huge result. And that is because businesses understand how important reviews are and also how important referrals are. Now, the other thing is that 1 in 3 customers will leave a brand they love after just one bad experience. And I think this is what really made the review referral system so special, what Jason built. And some people say it's a gated thing, whatever, but there's a form that people can fill out if they want to leave less than 3 stars, giving that negative feedback to the business owner. So many people slip through the cracks. As a business owner, this is something that they care about. They don't care about software. They care about that one customer who maybe was a very loyal customer. And I mean, myself as a business owner can relate to this. All of a sudden, that person just has not been in, and you really don't know why. Right? What happened? And what are they out there telling people? I think another really important stat I don't have here is that an unhappy customer will tell 10 times more people about a shitty experience than they will about an amazing one. That's just true. People like to complain more than they like to rave or give, good reviews. Okay. So this is something that businesses want and need. So, how strongly do you believe that implementing a loyalty and reward system in a service based business is crucial these days? And like, this is what I'm so passionate about, you guys. Loyalty program trends. All you need to do is Google that, look that up, and you will find millions of stats and tons of websites showing you all different types of information around this. 80% of loyalty program owners are likely or very likely to revamp their loyalty program in the next 3 years. This is an article that I found from just this month. 80% of loyalty program owners plan to increase or significantly increase their investments in customer loyalty over the next 3 years. So, yes, lots of the businesses that we're speaking to are using a point of sale system of some sort, especially salons. We're going to get into that, that offer a loyalty and rewards program. But guess what? It's not as good as what we can offer them. We know that for sure. And business owners are out there looking for the best solutions that they can to stay ahead of the game. So, just today, I'm going to go over our referral, loyalty, and reward system and how you can offer it to the beauty industry in particular. But if you're working with any local service-based business, please pay attention. I'll answer any questions I can at the end of this. Stay focused. Turn off all your other distractions. Like, give yourself the time here just to think about this. I love having a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write down anything, that you want to remember. Another really good tip is take a look at what time it is. If I'm saying something that you want to be able to come back to and listen to after, good little hack is just, it's 1:18. There was a nugget there. Just write down the time, and then you can always come back to the replay and re-listen to things as I go along, okay? I'm going to talk about the business owner, how they can grow using this system, and how you can present it. If you're interested in a white label webinar or presentation around this, please let me know. We're all about giving all the tools and all the things that you need to build yourself a successful agency, but giving these business owners what they want, right? And what they actually need. So this is me. I'm Chantel. I've been working with Jason now for close to 10 years inside of his agency, but I started out at the age of 17 as a self-employed independent hairstylist. I went to work at a salon. It was straight commission, no guaranteed hourly wage, had no idea what the hell I was doing, but knew that I really loved making people feel good and knew that I was creative. So at the age of 17, I just found out that I'm 44 years old. I thought I was 45 years old up until yesterday when we realized that. So, when you think about me at 17, there was no technology. There was no internet. Like, maybe Jason was on the internet doing something. I for sure wasn't. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like 24 years old, and I was forced to. So I relied heavily on, the phone book, radio, TV commercials, really expensive photo shoots that like on billboards, and really expensive ways of marketing myself as a stylist that were not trackable. Okay. I learned really quickly that I had to do a really good job. I had to get out lots and socialize, and I had to hand out a ton of business cards. So if you happen to be a salon owner or a stylist around the same age as me, give me a heck yeah in the comments if you can relate to this. Or if you've built any business in the past where this stuff was not available, then you remember how much money we used to spend on marketing. Like, I want to just really quickly touch on that, because if you've been following along this challenge, a customer avatar is really important when we're going through this. The customer avatar of a salon owner, a spa owner, a med spa owner, they all can relate to the fact that long ago, a business would spend thousands of dollars on a radio ad, and some of them still do. That is not trackable. Okay. And actually, just fun. This is like a picture of one of my hair salons. Jason and I opened up, 3 very different types of hair salons. This is me as a blonde winning at a hair show. That's also me doing hair right there. So I also learned at a really young age, one of my very first bosses at the salon told me, when someone has come back and sat in your chair 3 times, they are a lifelong client. I mean, unless you piss them off in some way, they get a divorce, or they move, or they die, right? Like he said very early on when I was building my business, you need to get someone to come back 3 times. And if they don't come back 3 times, they're probably not coming back. Right. And so that is when I started to really create, offline systems in order to increase my retention as a stylist. And again, these are just pictures of me at hair shows doing hair. This is a photo shoot that we did for a billboard, like all these different things. So I did build a huge clientele based on amazing customer service. I was really good at doing hair, obviously. But then I also, I did a lot of hair with a lot of people that weren't that great at doing hair, who still were super busy. And it was because of customer service and the things that we can now bring online. So important. Think again about your customer avatar. A salon, spa, med spa owner most likely started out like me. They started out in this business out of passion and love for the industry. Then they had to hire staff, and they needed to figure out how to make it all work. They can no longer just enjoy their time as a service provider anymore. Now you're worrying about all these other things. You have to worry about ordering color, paying the bills, picking software now, social media. And a lot of times what happens is you end up spending 12 plus hours delivering services, providing services just to pay for everything. Then came added pressures of social media and all of that other stuff. But do those things actually even pay off? And so remember, when you're speaking with a salon owner or a spa owner or med spa owner or any other service-based business, really, they're most likely busy in the thing. They're not thinking about the tech stuff. They're not thinking about the solutions, and they're not thinking about anything other than, like, will I actually get to eat today, in between appointments. So these are kind of, my slides are skipping around a little bit. I apologize for that. So I learned how important customer retention was very quickly. And I remember being scared shitless. Like if somebody didn't come in for a 3rd time, it'd be like, well, why? I remember, building my first really big salon and having to hire staff and having to keep them busy. And it's scary because you don't really, it's hard. It's hard to rely on other people to help build your business. So the follow-up, right? I paid somebody to call clients after services to see how everything was. Again, think about how much that costs. Now we can offer like a virtual front desk. Basically, when somebody needs to cancel, they don't need to call anymore. But what happens is if we don't have these systems in place, then you're answering text messages nonstop. You're digging through DMs to book appointments. Like there's so many weird things going on for an owner in this type of space. This is where we can provide such a huge solution. As a salon owner, I pushed for my stylists to build their clientele. I pushed for my stylists to sell retail. They would have a client come in, and then I would look, and they didn't get that client to book their next appointment before they left. And it was so many manual things all the time. And those are the things that a salon owner and anybody in this space struggles with, is like all of the follow-up stuff, right? So we did. We gave incentives for referrals, and stylists still do that. They will go in, they will give a client 10 business cards and say, put your name on the back of this card, and 3 come back, I'll give you your next haircut for free. Well, how do we track that actually? How many of those business cards actually made it back? I know on average, I would hand out, for every 10 business cards I personally handed out, and lots of times I would write on the back, like I'd be out at a club, talking to somebody in the bathroom, bumping into people. Hairstylists talk to tons of people when they're out and about, right? Hey, I'm a hairstylist. Here's a card, book a free haircut. We would do things like that, and every 10 that were sent out, maybe 1 came back. Maybe 1 came back. Like I mentioned earlier, I paid a ton of money for software once it did come out and it was an available thing. And that really only tracks, just like all the other software that all these businesses are using, that really only tracks retail, what your service providers are bringing in, how to break down like commission off of retail, payroll, things like that. Yes, it will send out a text message reminder for an appointment, but it does zero follow-up. Zero follow-up. So these are the things, though, that I don't think a really busy business person stops to think about. Okay, so on April 1st, almost 10 years ago, like Hendrix, our son, is turning 10 on April the 1st. We had him, and my entire life changed. So I was going through the motions, working on the salon. Jason was building his agency separately. We were building 2 businesses. And honestly, the salon was at a pretty good spot, and I had Hendrix, and there was an emergency C-section involved, and I ended up in a Medi chair for a good couple of months. I couldn't get up the stairs to my salon. I don't want to get emotional. Shit fell apart really quick. My staff started fighting. People weren't showing up. People were showing up late. Clients were calling me, telling me about fights that were happening in the hallway between my staff. Like, because I wasn't there anymore, it just fell apart. And that is the other thing that, again, if we're talking about a customer avatar or speaking to a business owner, that business is their baby. That business is their life. And they know if they can't physically be there, most likely a lot will fall apart. There were tons of holes in my system. And with me not being there saying, make sure you book ahead, make sure you get your clients to book ahead, with me not there leading the pack and selling retail and doing those things, money really started to stop. There were days that salon was empty, and I knew that because Jason's agency, his office was in the same building. So he'd be like, what the hell? Like, nobody's there. Okay, so I realized at that moment that I could only really make money and by physically being there behind the chair. Okay. And this is another really big selling feature. If we're talking about selling this to this type of a business owner, is we now have the opportunity to allow them to share this as well. and make them affiliates and help them make money while they sleep. Help them make money while they're on vacation. Help them make money while they're on mat leave, or maybe while their kid is sick and they had to cancel their full day of clients, right? And this has been a really big way that I've been able to start conversations with these types of service providers, right? Because they know lots of other business owners that can help implement this. They're inside of private Facebook groups posting and asking about software. And they're posting links to other software like Gloss Genius and whatever, because they offer affiliate commission. Okay, so that's a nugget there. I hope that you're paying attention. That's super, super important. So I actually at that point had zero clue what Jason actually did. And at that point, I just said, Jay, like, what are you up to? And so that is where we started working together. I started working with many different businesses. We've launched tons of online programs for business owners, teaching them how to market, teaching them how to grow. And I started something called Stylist Nation as well, just with that one niche. So if you want to see examples of things that we are doing to build our agency and our online brands, then just reach out and let me know. I can share anything you want with you. We've been through it all. So enter Power Tools, okay? And now we can bring all that old school word of mouth, the old school customer experience, and bring it online. And we're super excited. This is why I'm so excited to launch the beauty system that we're lucky enough to have Jason to build. But this is with our past in mind, knowing this industry inside and out. And I just don't know if we've really shared that before. So I thought it would be cool just to share a little bit of that with you guys and explain to you, why this is so important to get it out into the hands of salon owners, spa owners. Med spas will be easy as well, but let's give them a hand, man, and get them some time back. Okay, so Power Tools, it's amazing. We all know that. If you're here, then you know that. Thank you for being here and being a part of this growth. We're excited to offer these tools, as well as sales tools and everything else that you need to help you build your business. So if there's anything that you feel like you're missing, let us know. We're here to have a conversation with you and support you and build a community of other people who give a shit and who want to grow, right? Okay, so I could pause for a second. Jason, do you have any comments so far?
No, I think that's good. Like, I think I like what you're going through here is really, I think your point is just to give everyone an idea of what a business has gone through, what a business is going through. And, there's a lot of different software out there for hair salons, and they do all the stuff like managing retail and booking clients and stuff like that. Now, I don't think High Level is at the point where um
No.
it's great for booking services. We've talked with a number of salons who are trying to use High Level for it, and it's taken them hours and hours and hours of work to set up the service calendars to make anything of that work. But where it does work, same with like restaurants and everything, is in the marketing, right? Getting leads, getting customers, attracting them, retaining them, and keeping them coming back. I think that's the whole point, and that's primarily what we focus on. And I know you're really passionate about this because you have been a hairstylist for so long. You know so many people who are hairstylists. You've coached stylists on how to do this. So this snapshot, this system that we're building using the reward system, loyalty system as a marketing tool for hair salons, I think taking all your experience from that and putting that into this system is going to be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge, huge. So I would love to welcome any of you who are interested in tapping into this industry, um, because they need help, but they need it in the right way. Now, I said on a different call throughout this challenge here, the biggest thing that you can do when you're reaching out to a new customer, or client and talking about, implementing some of this stuff in sales in general, and the number one thing that we want to do is have somebody think like, holy shit, I never thought about it that way. I've been doing it this way for years and it's wrong. And I never thought about it that way. Right. And so, in my opinion, one of the biggest mistakes that this type of business makes, a service based business, is that they give deals to new clients versus rewarding old ones who have supported them over the years. How many times have you seen a business that you frequent, that you support, give deals to new clients? This is for new clients only. This is what, 10% off for new clients, 15% off for new clients, or your first service or whatever. And normally when I speak to any owner and bring that up, they're like, you're actually right. That makes sense.
I try to
That is
call
the
our phone
most
company
easy
and
way.
I try to call our phone
Yeah,
company and tell them to give me. They're like, "Oh, sign up for the phone or sign up for cable and get a new TV." So I called them and be like, "Can I get a TV too?" I've been a customer for years, and they're like,
right,
"No."
right. Yeah. I mean, phone companies are, there's a limited amount of those, right? So they know they've kind of just got you. But these types of businesses, hair salons, med spas, whatever, but also house cleaners, landscapers, all of that, right? Like, there's many of them. And so I think the biggest way they can stand out and grow is by rewarding their existing clients for doing things. And so the Salon Loyalty and Rewards program is super, super simple. Um, I the tools that Jason has built to put this together makes this so easy to offer. So basically, these are the 5 steps. Number 1, plan and set up. Number 2, build your list. Like, collect your VIP list contact information, their phone numbers, their emails, set up for referrals, retail, visits, reviews, reward them, and repeat. It's like that simple, honestly. So I'm going to go here. Here's a fun little graphic, make VIP day every day. What this does as well
Yeah.
is it increases the amount of money per visit. When somebody is getting points and rewards, they spend more. They feel like they've got free money, right? So whenever you feel like you've got free money, you spend more. One example of that just popped into my head, Jay and I purchased gift cards to a place called T-Bones through a fundraiser. I think we bought $250 worth of meat from this
Yeah.
butcher in town. We went there and shopped with our gift cards, and it felt like it was free. It felt fun. Did it not? Do you remember
Yeah, it
that
was
day?
great.
And we're
We
like,
just
yeah, yay, look at that. Right? So when somebody can earn points by spending money with you, they're going to spend more, right? So we're gonna build a list in-house. Okay. And we're gonna do that by maybe I missed a slide here, but you guys have seen inside the system. And Jay, maybe you can make a quick note that you can show this after I'm done.
sure.
Um, if you've seen the loyalty and reward system, there's a page that you can easily set up for them with a QR code, a poster in-house where they can scan it and become a part of your list. I wonder if I'm missing, I don't know. Sorry. This isn't my expertise making a webinar, by the way. Um, Whatever. You want to build a list by, in-house campaigns, social media, text VIP to this number, all of that fun stuff. And then they can earn points by checking in, sharing on social media, purchasing product, booking ahead, referring friends and family, right? And then they can redeem those points for money towards their next visit. Okay, so here we go. QR code poster, social media, text campaigns. You can run ads and all of that fun stuff too. What we want to do is come up with an offer for joining the club. So, as an example, we would have a poster up at each station or at checkout. Claim your free shampoo and conditioner and join our club and you get this, right? I like leading with an offer, a reward for the initial opt-in to the list, right? Then what will happen is they get access to their own personal dashboard where they can do social shares. They'll have their own dedicated link that they can share and their own QR code that they can share. And so different ways that a client can use this is, a good example is private Facebook groups. There's so many local Facebook groups where people are like, rave me a great hairstylist who's good at blondes. I'm looking for a new hairstylist who's good with kids. You go into any local Facebook group that's just like Glenmore Moms or whatever, you will see tons of posts that are like that. Rave me the best place for a facial or whatever. Then what can happen is your VIP can post their link as a referral, and then our system will follow up on our end. That person can just click the link and carry on. The referee gets points for sharing on social that way. And then we can follow up. And what I love about this, when we're talking to a salon owner or a spa owner, is you see it all the time. And I know it because I've been there. You see everybody tagging, this stylist, that stylist, this stylist, that stylist. Very rarely do you see that actual stylist go and follow up. Go and say, hey, thanks for the share, blah, blah, blah. I'm at this salon. You don't see any of that. And it's because they actually miss most of it because they are giving somebody a haircut. They're not on social media much. They're honestly not. They're not online in the same way that we are, that we all are. That type of a person, a salon owner or a stylist, they won't follow up the right way. So this is a great way to sell this one feature, right? So we've got another way that the person who is now on your VIP list can share. They can click this link right here, social media. This is an image that we can create for them to share specifically. Book a color service, receive free shampoo and conditioner. So they would click that. It would go to their social media platform, right? And then when somebody clicks on that to receive that coupon, that offer, then the referee receives points. Let me know if this is all cool. Okay, so then once somebody's joined the club, they have access to this promotions page. This is one that I pulled from a restaurant snapshot that we've already built.
And I can walk you through the actual salon one when you're ready to go too.
Snapshot. So Jay can show that, but here's a key thing that I wanted to just quickly touch on is, again, this type of a business owner may not even have a website. If you're talking to an individual stylist or a booth renter type stylist, they most likely don't have their own website. But here's what they could use. They could use this system and put, I'm going on holidays from, July 1st to July 20th, book ahead. They could have news on there. They could have quick tips about different retail on there. They can have just general information there where they can easily send a weekly message to their list and let them know versus posting on social media saying, I'm booked right now 4 weeks in advance and I'm taking a month off in July. Make sure you book soon, or hey, I've got a cancellation next week, book now. They can easily update this thing with their phone, even. Like, I can do it so quickly, so I know that they can. This is a great thing that you want to show your new potential clients. This right here, this is money. Let's chat about rewards really quickly, and then Jay can jump in. Okay, so the points leaderboard, Jay will show what that looks like more in the back end of things, but I want to talk about points. I kind of like, I keep saying like a lot, right? It's Friday afternoon. Take a drink if I say like. $1 equals 1 point. So if we want to look at it that way, a high-end salon spa, med spa average ticket is higher. I would say a med spa average ticket is more like $500 plus, okay? But a high-end salon and spa average ticket is $200, okay? Keep that in mind. And this is a question that you want to ask when you're starting a conversation with a salon owner, or a spa owner. What's your average ticket? They should know that. If they don't, then there's lots of opportunity to help them to grow as well. So if it's $200 per average ticket, this is how I laid out points. So a person who refers, does a social share, they get 5 points every time they do a social share. Points go to the person who referred when someone books. So if I've referred somebody and they book in, I get 15 points. Points when that person shows up. There's a difference between somebody booking and somebody showing up. Remember that. That's very important. So when they show up, then the person who referred gets 30 points. So this means for every new client, someone sends through a social share. They share on social media, the person books, the person shows up, that equates to $50 kickback for the person who's referred. Now, that may seem steep, but I think that it's important to reward someone for referring. And if they're getting $50 for every kickback, then they're going to refer more, right? They're going to share on social media more, right? A barbershop, average ticket value is a little bit lower because usually they don't do shampoos, they don't do a whole lot of other than come sit in my chair for a half an hour and it's a haircut, right? So let's say their average ticket value is 40. That's on the lower side. I know a lot of barbershops are charging more, but I lowered the points for that reason. So points go to the person who referred for a social share. Still 5 points. $5 every time you share this on social media. You're running ads on social media, on average, you should be spending a minimum of $30 a day. If you had somebody out there sharing for $30 a day worth, that would be 6 shares a day from somebody who's actually referring you personally. That is so powerful. It's worth the $30. Points go to the person who referred when someone books. I lowered that to 5. Points when they show up, I lowered that to 10. So a kickback for a barbershop with someone who sends all the way through from social share all the way through to booked would be a $20 kickback for the client. I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think about that point layout. I just haven't seen it laid out this way, and I thought it would be helpful. Couple more quick things, in-house points. So when a client finishes a service or purchases retail, I recommend a 5% kickback. So $100 spent is $5 kickback for their next visit. Books their next appointment, a 10-point reward. So when they book their next appointment before they leave, you add 10 points to their system, to their what is it called, Jay? To their
What's that?
account. Okay, which
Yeah.
means that they've got $10 now to spend on their next appointment. This keeps clients excited to come back. It's proven they'll spend more when they come back in next time. They'll purchase more retail. They'll book an additional service. Like they might be like, oh, well, maybe I'll add another color. Maybe I will. Got somebody on WhatsApp calling me. Maybe I'll get my nails done. Maybe I'll buy that new skincare. This just opens up the door to higher sales and more frequent visits. And last but not least, if you don't feel like dealing with amount spent and things like that inside of a business, then there's always the digital punch card system that Jason has ready inside of there for you too. Okay, so quick overview. The benefits of using this type of a system inside of a salon, spa, beauty biz is that you can increase prices because you'll be more booked. People are going to be booking ahead more. They're going to be coming back more often because they're getting points that they can spend inside of your business. So therefore, supply and demand. You're able to increase your rates because you'll be more booked. You will sell more retail. It's proven that they will sell more retail if they're offering points, loyalty, and rewards so that they don't need to compete against Amazon and other big companies for retail sales. Staff never promotes themselves the way that they should. This system will help a salon owner keep staff busy in a hands-off way. More referrals in Facebook groups that we can automatically follow up with for them while they're busy stuck providing services. And then finally, and this is the one that I really want to share, like that I want to make sure that you hear, is that create a referral system for these businesses to refer your system. They know tons of other business owners. They talk to people all day long. They're super social. If they're good at what they do, they know tons of other business owners, service-based businesses, and they will help you grow their business for a kickback in return because they're also always looking for a way to make money while they sleep, while they're not stuck behind a chair somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I think that's it. Let's see here. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Oh, I was just checking something. Yeah,
So,
okay. Awesome. Well, good job.
okay, pretty quiet. Let me
Let's
know what you
go.
guys think. Any thoughts? Let's see here.
Let's go with
Very quiet. No one? Everybody's sleeping or what's happening?
um
So what do you guys think?
or
Do you want to see in behind the back of all of this what Jason has built?
sure. I'm just doing a couple little last
Yeah,
little things
while Jason's doing that, I
there.
just want to ask, like, what's one thing that you've taken away from this call, you know, so far? I want to see a role play like customer salesperson. Curious if we tie this into calendars. Steve, great question. We have not yet tied this into calendars. I'd love to know what your experience is with the salon industry, but I'm going to say, I know there's lots of people out there saying that you can use high level for salons and spas and barber shops and all of that. The minute you have more than one service provider, it doesn't work the same as actual software that's been built for those industries. It just doesn't. So this system can easily be tied into. We've integrated with lots of different systems that salons are using. And then also for lead generation, all of our lead gen comes through high level and goes through our whole system and then is sent off to a booking calendar. It's not there yet. High level is not, it's not quite ready. So yeah, let me know if you want to unmute yourself, feel free to do that. Or if you want to write in the comments and let me know what your experience is there.
Yeah.
If it's an individual service provider, then yeah, there's no problem setting up a calendar for them. Hey.
I was at a salon this morning. And whatever. I gave away a freebie. And then we started having a conversation about their whole system, which basically is on paper, So
yeah,
her biggest interest really was in a calendar. And with the audit, like I said, how often do you get cancellations? And she said, this lady right here had 2 yesterday, and I'm like, well, if it's on a piece of paper and it's automated, you can be sending out reminders the day of, 2 hours before or whatever you want, and you reduce those cancel. And so she's like all over that. If everything she was interested in, she was in the rewards was of interest to her, but it was more of that was actually secondary to getting a system in place. It's not very, my guess is there's probably 10 to 20% of salons out there, or I would think at least are probably operating that way, where these are not business people. They're running businesses, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. They know how to cut hair. So to just go into them and say,
I mean, paper books are so easy. I ran my business like that forever. If
so
there's
I think the calendar thing is great, but I've looked at, so today I took a look at Go High Level, and they have something that looks like it's decent there for the services and everything like that. So then it just becomes a matter but this would happen. No, really?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'll tell you why. Like, number one, most likely they double book in their salon. Do you know what that is? Double booking?
Well, I get it. Yeah. 2 people for same time.
You can't do that inside of those calendars. It doesn't work.
Okay.
So that's the number one question is, do you double book in your salon? They do. Everybody does. It's very rare that a stylist doesn't. I would look at, like, there's free salon booking systems that maybe cost $10 a month that are set up for a salon, And I think so. I would look at that. Like,
I think they're working on it.
Square.
I think part of we've talked with a couple salon / spa owners and who have set up high level. They said it's been a ton of work to get the calendar functioning properly. This is so far, right? This is like last week.
Yeah. I feel like it's coming. I just don't know if it's there quite yet.
The salon has different services, right? So you have to book in different services for different hours, kind of thing, for different time frames. So a cut is going to be different than a color. If they do a perm or something, that's going to be something different. That's a different thing, right? And they have like a blowout is going to be different than wedding hair, like whatever. So they have different services that they have to put in. So you have to put those all in there. And then you have to, it's not that it's not doable. I don't know exactly how it would function from an actual usability.
I wouldn't touch it.
Okay.
They're going to be if they're still using a paper book, moving over to an online calendar is terrifying because it can disappear or it will mess up or whatever. And they also probably like to have control over the fact that not every single client takes the same amount of time.
Right.
So it's not as simple as saying that a color and cut is 2 hours, because it's not.
Like you would know from your style.
It's
Okay,
not.
I've got Maria coming in who's got thick black hair and
I
she's
need
going to take 4
4
hours
hours.
minimum, kind of thing. But then you
Right?
have Linda coming in who has thin hair and she could be out in an hour and a half, kind of thing. You know what I
So
mean?
I can
Same
quickly put a
service.
color on her hair in this 7-minute opening that only I know. Like, so if they're using paper, a book, for sure, if they're interested in getting their stuff online, then help them do that. But I would use software that's already been created for that industry, because then they can pull reports and stuff too. That's the flip side of it, is that those systems pull reports for stylists. So like, I made X amount of dollars last month and broken down services. I sold this for retail last month. Like, they need more in-depth reporting than what High Level is set up for. I know there's people saying that they're doing it. I bring them to me. Like, and I can tell you, I can guarantee that it's not the same.
I
There's
think it's
no way.
I
Like,
don't know if
not
they'll
quite.
ever have it specifically working for that, but it's
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay. No,
I
it's
would
good
just
feedback.
look at
I
like
mean, yeah.
gloss. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. It's such a touchy thing to mess with somebody's schedule, and they're not good with tech and they don't like tech, and tech will break for people who feel that way. Always. They're going to be like, Steve, but nothing's showing up in my schedule.
yeah,
Like, it's going to
I
be
don't
Heart
know if
Attack Central.
I don't
I
know if you
wouldn't touch it. I
depends
would
on how much
never.
support you want to do, I guess.
No, down that road. I'm not going down that
I
road.
wouldn't
Okay.
do it. But there's
Okay.
ways. So how are they collecting payment?
How are they collecting payments? There's nothing paid ahead of time. It's all right there on the spot. Everything is like,
Yeah, I know that.
right.
But how are they collecting it though? So Square is amazing for that. You can integrate High Level with Square. So the minute somebody pays, then we're sending automated reviews, automated referrals, automated follow-up using High Level. Right?
Gotcha.
So that's a really good way to integrate. Yeah.
Okay.
That's been my favorite way, is like Square. And you can use Square for booking as well.
And then you can integrate Square
and
directly
pulling
in High Level
reports and
too.
like, so you can pull like customer retention reports and, how much one customer, like salon reporting and stuff like that, right, is a big thing. So I would look at Square personally and tell them to get on there because it's fairly cheap. And then this is an addition.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good
Unless
advice.
if you want to tackle it,
No,
then
I'm
do it.
I'm
like,
not
we
looking
would love
no,
to see.
it's like,
But I wouldn't do it.
no, I was hoping you guys had
And
it done, and I just put in this. I'm looking for a. It's done. Here we go. I'm not looking.
Yeah,
to.
there's no. I've actually looked
look
at
Square,
pulling in other into other salon software to be able to display that on, like, build our own booking system and stuff. That's more geared towards the salon industry. And yeah, like I said, I've talked with somebody last week who was working, who has it set up for their spa. They're a spa, or were they a salon, Shan? We were talking about
that was it was like a high-end spa, like a med spa.
right. And they had to, but they don't double book at all. They wouldn't double book. It'd be like one person, one service, and then you have to set up the service, say what equipment you need, what room you want, set up different groups. stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
doable, but it's not like other salon software where it's like put in your stylist name, put in the services you provide, and go
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's clunky. I just honestly would look at Square
Okay.
as an option. Yeah, and a lot of them are cheap. It's like $10 per service provider. And then they've got support on their end for all of that. And then they can pull reports. The other thing is, this is a generalization. Obviously there's some out there, but the majority of people who are still using a paper appointment book are probably not your best people to reach out to. You know, will they be that open to implementing all of this tech stuff right away? I don't know.
Could be.
Right? It's probably baby steps
Mm-hmm.
with somebody like that, who, because they're clearly old school.
Yep. Oh,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but they might have staff that aren't. Like, that's probably an interesting dynamic, but it's a very different type of situation than, you know, approaching salons and spas and med spas that already have a digital presence, that already have online booking set up, that are just ready for that next stage or phase of growth, you know? But I like helping people too, and I like a challenge, and it's interesting to me. But yeah, I would say go with a system that's already existing for sure.
For booking anyway.
Yeah.
We have a couple salon
Yeah.
clients who do use Square, and then we are able to pull those salon, like every time they do a sale, pull that pull that contact into high level, and then send out review requests, send out referral requests, do all that kind of stuff in there as well. So
Okay.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
That'll work. That'll work. I'll sell everything. It's fine. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you showing us your face and having a chat with us today. That's nice.
All
I
right.
like it. Very nice.
Jeffrey says he'd like to see a role play like customer/salesperson. We'll have to plan that for like Monday or something like that to go through something like that next week. We've talked about it, and just kind of want to put together like a little script so we're not just completely winging it. I think the hardest part about that is trying to put yourself in the shoes of the person who the person being sold. Not the salesperson. If you
Yeah, I
want,
think, and everything's so different. Like every situation is a little bit different, right? So, um, we can try, but go ahead, babe. Dun,
yeah,
dun,
okay. Well,
dun.
yeah, why don't I show you guys what we put together for the salon stuff? And it's similar again to what we've been putting together for the restaurant one. It uses a lot of the same systems, but what we're doing is switching it up. So less focus on building your VIP list while it's still there. We still want to do loyalty and rewards and stuff like that, but we're leaning more towards referral for services, right? So we want to know who the person's what stylist they're working with, and that was one of the big things with this is when you're referring stylists to each other, or when you're referring someone to stylists, you want to refer them to that stylist depending on it really usually that's how it works. No matter whether it's a chair rental salon or if it's a commission-based salon, somebody's going to a stylist, and they're not going to just generally refer them to the salon in general. I mean, that's option is there. But we also just want to make it so that they can refer to the stylist that they go to or the service provider they go to. Because when we talk about salons and spas, there's so many different ones out there, whether we're talking nails, hair, lashes, lash techs, you've got Botox, you've got all different kinds of stuff out there, right? And I know there's been people who've taken our system, our loyalty and reward system, and completely transformed it to look like Repeat MD, a lot of the same features, and build out the front page of their system to look like Repeat MD. So what we've done is made this more salonified. Is that a word? I'm like terming it right now. I salonified you. So this is what we did with the dashboard. We just changed a lot of the colors, a lot of the background stuff. You can go into your rewards. It looks more feminine in general. And of course, this can always also be changed to barbershops or whatever. But we just made the colors a lot lighter, put a different background in there, so clearly it's not restaurants. We still have everything the same as that. We're tracking points, we're tracking transactions, all that kind of stuff. They can earn rewards. The major difference between this one and restaurants is we're no longer trying to just get more VIP signups. We're sending people over to our work with us page, and we are also tracking who the service provider is. So we have the referral ID, we have the service provider, and we're going to the work with us page. And that's going to be the same for each one of these things here. So they have this, they can do a drop down, they can select their service provider in there, and then they can submit it, and it will send a referral over to that service provider. There's still a few things that we're working in because we're just getting this rolling for you guys, and it's we're working hard on it. QR code works and everything like that. And then we also have over on redeem rewards, same kind of thing here. They can again redeem rewards, redeem points for whatever rewards they have, and then we can get them there. I actually only have 25 points, so I can't redeem in a reward right now, but I can give myself points. I'm going to update that button so it looks like all the other buttons, but then we just have gift cards and stuff like that. And actually we harness the power of our background updater there for the gift vouchers, and we threw a bunch of different, it's not in that one, here we created a bunch of different gift vouchers in here, just different templates that you can go in and you can customize for your client. And we'll probably just throw a bunch more in there too that you can go in and update and use for whichever kind of gift voucher you want to have coming off of these reward items here. So if we click back, we go home. Again, it's still playing around with colors a little bit, but we've got the promotion side here as well, doing the same kind of thing that we have in our other system. And Chanel kind of showed this earlier. She dropped in a couple of the restaurant ones that we were doing before, but you can clearly go and optimize any of these things, change that graphic around a little bit so it looks a little bit better for salons, but we're just making it more colorful, more vibrant, and more fun looking there rather than the restaurant one. And that's really the big difference between the restaurant system we have and the hair salon one is just how we're referring customers. Because when you're referring customers in a salon, you are referring for a service, right? Go see my stylist here. Whereas with a restaurant, you're just like, go to the restaurant. You wouldn't be like, go see server whatever, Susie, whatever. You wouldn't do that. You would be like, go to the restaurant. They're awesome. Right. So here we're still building a VIP list. We can still do promotions and everything exactly the same for the salon spa. Now, the difference is what you'd want to probably do for different promotions here is going to be you could do stuff for new stylists. We've got a new stylist in, they need to get booked. We can send out a text to everybody who's on the VIP list saying, hey, book with our new stylist and you'll save 20%. Now, depends on how the salon wants to do things and what kind of salon it is. You can have that. You can also have in here, if you had like chair rental, everybody could have their own promotion on that thing that goes out. So they could book with somebody in a different chair if they wanted, or you could have a promotion that's up there and then just limit the number. You put in the details of that promotion, who is the service provider for, or I mean, who does the promotion apply to? Oh, is this the demo we use when selling to salon owners? No. We just create something really, really simple that goes over the front end. This is more for this is again more for agencies. I think that's what Danica asked. This is the demo you use when selling to salon owners? No, it's like Chandel said, it's way too techy. This is more for helping them get set up. And I'm going over this for you guys as agency owners to kind of show you the different things that they can do. So we can manage promotions, we can show redeemed coupons in here. We don't have any yet because we just set that up, and then they can do their settings over here for salons. Now, we can also integrate, like, there are calendars and stuff that you can integrate into high level, but we're focusing more on the marketing side of things here. So maybe we're running Facebook ads, maybe they're doing referrals, they're building their VIP list at the front end. They're getting customers to sign up. They can send out text messages to them throughout every week, kind of letting them know what's going on, what retail's on sale. That was the thing with having our hair salons. There was always retail on sale of some sort. Something needed to get blown out, brought in, whatever. So there was always something that they could get a percentage off on, depending on what retail it was. So a lot of different options there, but this is kind of an overview. We'll probably be building out more on this as we go. This is kind of like the MVP version of the hair salon marketing system, but I'm excited where this is headed, and I'd love feedback. Let me know what you guys think. Oh
I
yeah. Absolutely.
love
Danica,
it.
yes. Danica, yes, yeah. No, yeah. I talk with Courtney all the time. Uh so that's
Yeah,
cool.
I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's
Yeah, I
so
gave
good. I'm so excited.
yeah, and you know what? We'll build out more into this too. Like when we started getting into it, with restaurants, we were able to um add pieces that made more sense for restaurants. And now it doesn't need to be complicated. Again, we can do table talkers, at the front. There's a check-in system. So when somebody comes to the front, I still have to actually update that. But what we're doing with the check-in system here is that under the check-in funnel, probably switching it around so the customers aren't necessarily checking themselves in, but we have staff. Maybe we'll do a staff one here, and then the staff can have a couple checkpoints for what they're checking off on their customers. So when somebody goes to check out, they can put in the customer's phone number. They can then they can put in the customer's phone number. They can put in what their service total was, what their retail total was. Give them points if they book ahead. Did they book ahead? We can give them points for that, but it's just on a tablet set to the side so that they can check those things off as we're going, right? And then we can also go, what's the other thing? Yeah, they can collect points for checking in. They can collect points for doing all of that, and then it'll automatically assign points for all of those things. And I think the best way, and we'll probably have to test this a little bit more too, is with a salon, giving them a tablet that they can easily just punch in a phone number. Or, a lot of people have the salon software and everything like that is just on a computer. So maybe there's another tab open where they flip over to that really quickly, and they flip over to that tab really quickly, and then they can drop in those details for somebody to check in and give them points for their service or coming in, kind of thing. So lots of different
I feel like
options for it.
sorry, Jay. I feel like it works really well on mobile as well, though. There's no
It
reason why
does
people
too.
can't just use their phone. Like every stylist could have have access to it on their phone. There's nothing
They
wrong with that.
absolutely could. If they just had their phone there, they could have that they could save the page to their homepage, click on the button, put someone's phone number
Yeah.
in, give them those things,
And
hit submit, and
actually,
then it's done.
yeah, a lot of salons actually have a cell phone as their
Main phone.
salon phone as well. So there's like easy peasy. I would say that's how they would do it.
Yeah, so I'm going to finish up a few more things on this. And this will be out to you guys, I'm going to say Monday for sure. We'll have this ready to go and packaged up so that it'll be another restaurant, like another loyalty system that you can do. There's a couple things I just wanted to do in the back end that makes it easier for setup. But I'll tell you guys, like, I started this 2 hours ago, and with changing everything, design colors, all that kind of thing, putting in points, putting all that kind of stuff in, and presenting it to you guys. That's how long it took to set up. And I just switched things over because I didn't delete stuff out of the restaurant system. Now there's a couple back end things that I need to do, but we can easily have systems like this set up for different businesses within an hour. Now with the way
Yeah,
that we have everything, the thing that takes the
totally.
longest is, I've found, is creating custom graphics. If you're creating custom
Yeah.
graphics for the promotions, that's why every time we build any kind of graphics, we're putting them in Canva docs here for you guys, so you guys can just go in, replace some images. So yeah, instead of going in and creating one gift voucher today, I went and created 3 gift vouchers for you guys today. And I did that while I was setting this whole thing up too. So that's the whole idea, is if I can get more stuff into your guys' hands, that's easy to just take and rinse and repeat. And hey, we've got this client, their salon. Let's grab this voucher. Let's create 3 promotions using this template. It'll make it so much easier to get up and rolling a lot faster anyways. So I'm
Yeah,
excited
that's
about that.
why next week we are going to launch a fitness one and a home services one next
Yeah.
Friday. So next Friday, same bat time, same bat place is where we're going to
That
go
channel.
over those ones. Bat channel, not place. Don't
The
come
Bat Cave.
over here.
I'm already in the
Don't
Bat
come over
Cave.
here. Okay, so do you want to, we've got 8 more minutes till I need to go.
Okay.
But do you want to chat about another little special
I have a question.
announcement that we have?
Oh wait, we got Danica
Yeah,
has a
go
question.
ahead, Danica.
Okay, sorry I'm not on camera, but I did want to just ask. I know it was mentioned in the comments, and I know Courtney actually asked it before. So, are we on for Monday to have the kind of the role play? Do you think that you'll have that ready by that time?
Do you want me,
That's all,
Jason,
yeah.
and I to do a
Yeah,
role play? Role play sales.
yeah, yes, of course, yes. And I know, and I see that someone else had asked the question in the chat. So it seems like a lot of people want to see this. So that would really be beneficial. Like
Okay.
I said, he's the brains and I'm the talker. So it would be great if you guys
Yeah.
could just kind of show us.
Okay. Do you have any like specifics that you want us to cover? Like, is there specifically, tell us what you would like to see so that we can prepare over the weekend, and then Monday we'll do it.
Yeah, well, presenting the product is, and also
Okay.
handling pushback.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll do
Well,
it. We'll do one for
we'll
restaurants.
give it a shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do one for restaurants and we'll do one for a salon. Okay?
Great. Thank you.
Okay. And then I think as well, what we'll do is we'll make sure that there is a live demo ready for salons as well next week. So we are chugging along, like working. Jason's like, yeah. Okay,
Sure.
from cold from the beginning. Okay, we can do that, and we'll do it we'll be in the same room. Like, you're gonna have to mic us up, Jason. Okay.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, like we're gonna actually for real do it. Okay.
Okay, we can't just do it over Zoom. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll do it.
No. A live interaction coming your way on Monday, 1:00 PST. Tell your friends. No, you can do it over Zoom. Would you like to see one example in real life and one example as though we had a meeting over Zoom set up? Let's do that. Maybe that's helpful. Okay. Okay, all right. You asked and you ask and you shall receive. Okay. You know what they say? Closed mouths can't get fed. So like, speak up and tell us what you want and tell us what we can do for you, and we'll do it. We're here to help you guys grow this thing. So speaking of which, I just want to end on this little surprise. Okay. Jason, do you know what I'm gonna say? Okay. So okay. So I thought about this a little bit over the last little while. I've had the opportunity to chat with so many of you guys. It's been amazing. I'm loving it. I also know for sure it doesn't matter how many SOPs you give me, how many step-by-step videos you give to me to go through to set this system up. I will not do it. I'm lucky enough to have Jason and our team to build the things that I sell. And if you feel the same way, give me a heck yeah. Like if you kind of feel like this all sounds great, looks easy, Jason, it says it's really easy. But maybe just your brain cannot get this done. Like whatever. That's how I am anyway. So I decided that it would be fun if we presented a new offer for power tools. Da, da, da.
Okay, let's get on with it here.
Okay, so we decided that from right now until we decided this yesterday, but we didn't announce this yesterday, so we'll say until Monday. Okay? From right now until Monday, anybody who signs up for Power Tools. So if you sign up for Power Tools lifetime, you get 3 accounts of loyalty and rewards, plus we're going to give an additional account for you to use as a demo. So you get 4 lifetime accounts, plus all power access to all of Power Tools. Plus, we're going to set up 1 account for you of loyalty and rewards. Doesn't matter what niche. You're going to get a one-on-one call with me. I'm going to onboard you and go through all the onboarding and get you set up with loyalty and rewards, whether that is your demo account or whether that is for a client that you sold to. How's that sound? That's option number 1. Also, if that wasn't good enough, we're also going to offer, is it 30% off Power Tools right now too?
Or the 5-pack.
We're going to sell it for, so we're going to sell Power Tools. You get 4 accounts to Power Tools, plus a one-on-one session with me, plus a setup of loyalty and rewards for your business or whatever business you sold it to for $1,111. That's our magic number. Okay, that's until Monday, because I want to see our team set up tons of these accounts so that you don't skip a beat, so you can just sell it and duplicate it and sell it and duplicate it, so that you can feel comfortable selling it and not worrying about having to set it up, and let our team get better at creating these systems and the SOPs and the onboarding and all of that. That's why we're doing this.
We're actually doing it because it's my birthday.
Yeah, well, that's also why. So the other option is we're selling a 5-pack of loyalty and rewards standalone. And that is, I think, for $609. It's regular $995 for 5. Correct, Jason?
Yeah.
At 30% off for that. Yeah. So for $695. Lifetime, one payment. And we're also going to offer a setup if you buy that package as well. Okay.
Yeah, so same thing, setup and strategy. So for my birthday, I thought, hey, let's put this together. Win-win type thing. We'll do 30% off for the next few days for loyalty and rewards and Power Tools. So if you do the 5-pack or Power Tools, you're going to get 30% off. Plus, you're going to get a call with Chandel to do onboarding strategy, talk about clients, what kind of offers, all that kind of stuff. And then we're also going to do, I'm going to help you do a setup. I'm going to help you get that account set up inside your system there so you can confidently demo it and get more customers doing that. So we'll go through, we'll answer questions. I'll go through and set it up if you want to create me an account. just we'll just figure out what graphics you want to have on there, what kind of promotions, what kind of points you want to have, and I'll help you set all that kind of stuff up inside your system. So I'm excited to do that. I love connecting with you guys on all of those things. And yeah, whether it's going to be hair salons, you don't have to use that setup right away either. It doesn't have to be an instant thing. It could be down the road. But yeah, we're going to have the restaurant one. We'll have the home services. We'll have the hair salon, and we'll also have a fitness snapshot in there ready to go as well. So I'm excited to do that. I hope you guys are pumped to give it a shot. Check it out. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to either Chandel or I. And yeah, let's go forward and move it. I'm excited to get all these things out to you. This 21-day challenge is really pushing us hard to make sure that we get everything out to you guys and all the different niches, all the different systems with all the different marketing tools too. We're working on all that in the back end right now too. So there's not just the snapshots, there's also going to be the marketing material for it as well. So loyalty and rewards website you guys are going to be able to use. We obviously, if you guys know, we also have the Tuesday and Thursday tech calls that you can jump on as well to get help with any of those systems. And we also take any kind of high level questions that you have in there too, see if we can help you with that stuff. And yeah, we're going to keep moving forward with all this. I'm excited about it. And if you guys want to jump into loyalty and rewards and get a deal while you're at it, now is the chance. Now's the time. I know a bunch of people on here already have the loyalty and reward system from what I'm seeing. But anybody else new watching this video, watching the replay, we'll put a lot more information out about that. And let's keep growing this community. Someone messaged me this morning after we announced the hair salon one, and they said, I am so grateful for this family because we're building all the systems out that everyone can use. You guys can take these business in a box type tools and go and sell them to customers. So even on top of that, if you guys have any more ideas of niches that they could really use this system, let us know, because we'll build out the snapshot for it, and then you guys can take it and go and sell it to those people. I mean, we've got people using it who are dog groomers, we've got a music studio, we've got chiropractors, we've got restaurants. We're gonna have more hair salons using it as well. And then home services like pressure washing, window washing, any kind of repeat services like that, it's really going to shine for. And then referrals to
coaches,
using the
and I
system.
think
Oh yeah, we also
I think
have one
online stuff,
we
coaches
also have
as
a number
well.
of them set up for coaching business as well, using that and giving digital products away for engagement there too. So it's really cool. I'm really excited to be able to offer this to you guys and bring it to you. It just gets more fun every day. So, yeah, I'll put it in the chat here. Everyone can see it. I'll put it on Facebook there too. It is ghlpowertools.com/birthday. I think it's 2024. I might be completely wrong on that URL. I forget which I think I sent to Chandel earlier, but you can go and check it out too. No, that's the wrong one. Let me grab the link and I'll share it. Here it is. Oh, here it is. And you know what? I put the coupon code right in there with it. So you can grab that coupon code and use it. So I'm going to put it here. That's the page with the coupon code. Even if you guys have a 5-pack already, you guys want to add more, reach out, because that could be another great way to add more licenses if you would like to. Gonna paste this in here. Excited for you guys to do it. So check it out. If you got any questions, hit us up, and we're around all weekend. All right. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day.
On our role play for Monday.
Yeah. We'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. I can act. I can pretend. Hello, Mrs. Salon owner. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Bye, guys.
All right, you guys have a great rest of your weekend too. All right.